Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your Libertarian car guy, your diaper dissenter, headed down to the city once again to show my face in defiance of the face effacers. But that's not what I wanted to rant about today. I thought I would talk about something that was prompted by a reader who asked me what of all the various ugsome features that come with new cars I would single out as the worst feature to be avoided when it comes to new cars. And I thought about that a little bit, and I thought about saying, well, how about the multiple fuel injection systems that a lot of new cars come with? They have direct injection, and then to cope with the problem that direct injection creates, which is carbon fouling of the intake valves, a lot of manufacturers have resorted to adding a separate port fuel injection system to that. So now you've got two fuel injection systems in the car. I think that's pretty silly. And also these transmissions that now have 8, 9, 10 speeds even, all of it to squeeze out a fractional increase in gas mileage at the cost of tremendous complexity and cost, particularly if the thing goes kaput on you at some point post-warranty. So there are a lot of things I don't like. There's automated stop-start technology, ASS, as the acronym goes. All of the driver, quote-unquote, assistance technology that beeps and nannies you constantly. But I think the worst new car feature of all is depreciation. And it is the single most important reason to not buy a new car. You talk about taking a kick to the nuts, a punch to the belly, a kidney punch to the back. Depreciation is it. Pretty much irrespective of make or model, any new car that you buy is going to lose approximately 25 to 30% of its value in the first 24 months that you own it. And that's equivalent to tacking on 24 to 30% on top of what you paid for the car, when you really kind of stop and think about it a little bit. And that is a massive hit. There are also the peripheral hits that you'll take in the form of, for example, taxes on the car, which are levied in accordance with what its retail value is. And of course also insurance, which is predicated on the replacement value of the new car. Now, if you wait 2 or 3 years, you'll save yourself at least that initial depreciation, which is 25 to 30%. And even more so, you'll save again because the depreciation that happens after that will be a percentage of the depreciated value of the vehicle. So in rough numbers, for example, if you were to buy a brand new car that cost you $50,000 and you lose 25 or 30% of that, as contrasted with buying that same vehicle 2 or 3 years later for $35,000, and now you're only going to lose about 5% of that principal sum over the course of the next year or two. So that's a pretty significant thing. So before my battery runs out, that is the single most important new car feature to avoid. And don't worry about long-term reliability and durability. Today's cars are incredibly reliable and durable. The industry depends on people thinking it's still 1975 and that a car that's 2 or 3 years old or even 5 or 6 years old is half worn out, it's going to be unreliable, it's going to fall apart. It's simply not true. Assuming you don't beat on the car, assuming you perform the scheduled maintenance, the odds are extremely high that whatever you buy is going to last you for 12 to 15 years and 200,000 miles or even more before anything major goes wrong with it. So you can factor that out in terms of picking up the thing when it's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years old. You still have more life left in it than a brand new car had back in the 70s. So that's all I've got for today. More up at epautos.com, the web's best libertarian gearhead site. Thanks as always for reading and listening to the rants, and most of all for supporting the site. I hate to be a pitchman, but if you like independent journalism, if you don't like being spoon-fed corporate pabulum, then support independent media, not just me, but anybody who isn't tied to the hive. It's the only way that we can keep on doing what we do. So thanks again, and we'll catch up with you soon.